Okay, so this week is for our Arduino experiments. It is a Circ07 from Ardix. We're taking two push buttons here and making the LED light on and off. Just a quick recap, the original kit came with just putting on just one button to make the LED turn on and off. And then that also had something wrong in the actual original program where it was actually being testing for high, which actually means the button's unpressed, and I think they had it reversed. So really it should be testing for low, so that is when the actual button is pressed, and then you turn it on. So what was happening originally was the light was coming on right off the bat because it was detecting that nothing was pressed. So I fixed that, and then there was additional changes to actually add the two buttons, and then it was just turning one turning it on and one turning it off. And then there was another addition that came off the experiment of fading it. So then when you clicked each button, one would fade it on and one would fade it off. But you can keep clicking the buttons back and forth, or even repeatedly one over and over and over again. So it would just fade on, and it would interrupt as soon as you clicked it again. So I wanted to change it so that when you click the button, it would go through the entire range and fade all the way on or fade all the way off using either button. I believe this one's for fading on, this one's for fading off. You couldn't click anywhere through it during the fade, and then afterwards there was also an on-off state built in that I added so that when you actually clicked it on and turned the LED on, which we'll show in a second here, you couldn't repetitively click that same button. It wouldn't reset and try and fade all the way through again. And the same goes for it going off. So now when you press the button, it would glow all the way and fade on. If I tried to click it again, what would normally happen in the original program was it would actually start from zero and fade all the way through again. I didn't want that. And then there is the fade off. Okay, so I can click back and forth. Again, I can't just keep clicking, and that should fade it off, and it won't repetitively go from there again too. One of the other things in the original part was that you would actually hold it down to fade it all, fade it incrementally, but it would stop whenever you left it off. There's an application to that too, of course, but I just wanted to kind of even cover a little bit further and work with it. So very fun, very cool, and a little bit more programming involved, which was nice. And took up a little bit more time. I was hoping to get a second one in, but that'll work for this week. Thank you.